In this video, we're going to have a complete introduction to this idea of hybrid picking. This is where we're holding a pick and using the middle two fingers, or just one of those fingers, either one of them, as they're kind of called upon, or as we choose to with any particular lick. So great examples of licks that you should check out to kind of get some inspiration for this. The new AC/DC song, Shot in the Dark. AC/DC's Stiff Upper Lip also has this kind of idea where we've got the A as a pedal note and then some minor pentatonic notes. And there's also the old blues song Smokestack Lightning, which I have a tutorial for, which is for free on my website. And that is a great classic example to kind of get used to this after you've covered this exercise. This is the exercise that I would recommend to anyone who's really struggling kind of using a pick and fingers at the same time. This is my number one exercise and it's pretty simple.
If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably really enjoy my online lead guitar course, which is available exclusively at andyguitar.co.uk as part of my Access All Areas membership. You can access this course and every course I've ever made by taking out a 10-day free trial. The link will be in the description. I really hope you enjoy this, guys. Let's get back to the video.
Let's use the A minor pentatonic. We're going to strictly use the A blues here because we're going to do this with the pick. So just going up from the 7th fret, root note of the A minor pentatonic here. 5, 7, 8, 7. And all we're going to do is use the third finger as a pedal note, but on the higher register, so like this. And all the time, it's just ringing out. Now you should experiment with using your third finger and then your middle finger as well. Never use, like with fingerstyle playing, we never ever use the little finger. It's all about having that pick kind of as a substitution. If you think about this as finger picking, it's kind of like we're using a thumb pick, but it's really good to be holding it here because we end up being able to use it in multiple ways. Here it's in a very basic way, but the way I've heard it described to me is when we're playing the faster lines. So when you're hearing kind of, I want to say shred because we always associate shred with faster playing, but it's not shred. It's kind of like, it's just those faster lines. Everybody that I know that is a fantastic, like phenomenal players, all of them say that they struggle using a pick and picking every note. So, and these are like mind-blowing players, not only Mike Bradley, but that's something Paul Gilbert told me as well. And I'm like, Paul Gilbert struggles with play, but he's like, no, I always did. So this is something that you can pull out just whenever you, whenever you feel you need it. And there's no hard and fast rules with it. It just tends to be the highest note of a phrase will be the one that will pluck. And it ends up giving this really lovely tone to it, which we'll cover more with... you know, the licks that we'll cover later in this module, and we're going to be pulling it out just as and when. So this is something, this is a methodic way where you can get used to doing it in isolation, get used to using the fingers with the pick, perhaps build the calluses up a little bit because we're using flesh now, not a pick, so you're going to be feeling your fingers in a different way, and then we can cover you know, a lot of the other licks. Now, to make the most of this module, you don't need to do hybrid picking. It's not essential, but it is so useful. And since I've started to incorporate it into my playing, it gives a whole other texture and whole of an avenue to your playing, which you kind of didn't perhaps know that you had. So just to recap. Really focusing on trying to make sure it's just the highest note and then the notes that we're picking that are ringing out and no other strings.